श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। समाप्तः शास्त्रार्थः. So with this we come to the conclusion of the teaching here of Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Katha sambandham idanim anusandadana. Now he is bringing in the connection to the story. The story was Arjuna asked Bhagavan to place the chariot between the two armies. Ratham sthapaya mechuta. So senayorubhayor madhye ratham sthapaya mechuta, he said, between the two army place the chariot so that I can see who is who and where they are seated. After that, he became very weak. He said, Gandhi Vamsransate Hastat. From my hand, the Gandiva, arrow which I am holding, it just slipping off. So I am become weak and all that, and psychology and physically he has become weak. Now there, after that, what happened? We know. He saw there was no rescue other than this person who is in front of him. Who is in front of him? So only Krishna, my friend. But he understood Krishna. At that very point, he remembered that Krishna is the one who came to his rescue and came to the family's rescue at all the odd times when they needed. So he understood that this is not an ordinary person. So immediately he said, that is what is important. See, he approached Krishna with that proper attitude. That is what is important. The attitude is important. We say in the Shastra, in Shruti it comes, Samitpani san Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. Samitpani means the sacred twigs, the twigs of this length is Samitpani, a length of quarter feet or something. Twigs of that length is a Samit. And these sticks from the branches which have fallen down, that dry sticks you have to carry, or some flower or something, and approach the Guru. So now this fellow is in front of the Guru, and he has nothing. And whatever he had, that quiver and the arrow and the everything, whatever he had, he just dropped it off. The Gandhi also, the bow also, he just dropped, and he is without anything, empty-handed. You should not go empty-handed, because there is a statement, don't go to Guru, to God, or to the king empty-handed. Now this fellow is empty-handed. But we have to understand, your hand is filled with something or not is not important. It is just the attitude which is important. Even when you have your hands filled with this and that, but still your attitude, if your attitude is not proper, you are not a proper disciple. Because you have to understand, the Guru is not one who has opened a shop for doing business of Shastra or teaching. He is one who is there to help the disciple to understand the truth and be with him till he understands the truth. And why does he do that? We have been repeating again and again in the commentary and ourselves. It is because of ahetuka karuna, ahetuka daya, costless compassion, etc. We keep repeating again and again. Akarana daya, ahetuka daya, these are words. Karana, hetu are synonyms. So because of the costless compassion, he does not expect anything in return from you. The only thing he expects is the proper attitude. So here Arjuna showed that proper attitude and approached him as Guru, saying, Shadhimam Tvam Prapannam, I have come to you, I have surrendered to you, please protect me. That is important. So after that, Bhagavan taught him till he understood, and till he understood means till he proclaimed Nashto Mohar Smritir Labdha. I have got my delusion absolutely destroyed, and I have remember who I am. I have regained my memory of myself, and therefore I will do whatever you said. Meaning, as you said, I will perform my karma without any doubt. I will perform my duty, and I will get this job done. So all this happened. Now after that, Sanjaya Uvacha, Sanjaya, who was there watching all that, he is like the live channel reporter. He is watching whatever is happening and reporting it to the king, Dhritarashtra. Sanjaya Uvacha, Ityaham Vasudevasya, Parthasya cha Mahatmanaha, Samvadam imam ashrosham, Adbhutam Romaharshanam. इति अहम वासुदेवस्य पार्थस्य च महात्मनः संवादम इमम अश्रौषम अद्भुतम रोमहर्षणम aha iti aham iti here is conclusion. We already saw iti 2 shlokas before. There was a iti. That iti is to say that this teaching came to a conclusion. Where was that? In Shloka 63, he said, Iti te jnanam akhyatam guhyadguhyataram maya. So, the knowledge was said. That is over now. So, now here, the discussion also got concluded. So, Sanjaya says, Iti, this with this, Vasudevasya Mahatmanah Parthasya cha Samvadam imam ashrosham. Aham ashrosham. I heard Ashrosha, Shru, to hear. Ashrosha, I heard the Samvadam, the dialogue between Imam Samvadam, this dialogue between Vasudeva, the Mahatma, and the Partha, the Mahatma. Partha also has become Mahatma because now he understands the truth. He's a great self now. Okay, so Ashrausham. Okay, I've heard so many dialogues. Now this is one more dialogue, isn't it? No. Adbhutam Romaharshanam. This is something very great. And Romaharshanam. It creates horripulations. Romaharshanam means, Roma means hairs. And Harshana means smiles, laugh. My hairs are laughing means it is horripilation. Okay. So, Adbhutam. Adbhutam means great. So what kind of that is? So he says, Chethaso Vismayakshya Vikar Karam. It is creating a kind of transformation in the body which brings in the mind, which is of the nature of surprise. I am greatly surprised. Lokeshu Asambhavimanatva. Why is he surprised? Because this kind of thing does not happen in the world. You cannot experience this kind of thing in the world. When you eat or drink or smell something which is great, wow, that is the Adbhuta he is talking about. That wow is that thing. He has not heard something like this. He cannot. Where can he hear something like that? It is impossible. So, Romaharshanam. Romaharshanam means Sharirasya Romanchakshya Vikarakaram. The body, the hairs of the body gain this horripilation. So that is kind of transformation which is having. Tenadiparipushthatvam vismayasya darshitam. Therefore, the surprise he is talking about is a very clearly established. He is surprised. Why? Because these great things happening. Romaharshana can even happen if you hear a terrible sound, not this great sound. He heard something great, Romaharshana, horripilation. But even if you like we used to do this, you scratch on the blackboard or use a chalk piece on the blackboard, make sometimes the chalk In some corners it will be very hard. When you rub that on the blackboard, it will make sound. It's a very disturbing sound. That is not that kind of disturbing sound which he heard now. The dialogue is not that kind of disturbing dialogue. It is something which is great surprise. He has not heard something like that ever, ever. That is the idea. Okay. Vyavhitasyapi Bhagavad Arjuna Samvadasya Shravana Yogyatam Atmanah. See, what are you talking? Bhagavan and Arjuna are talking there. They are not even at the distance where you can see. You are sitting in the comfort of a palace, and they are far off, not even close by, where you can say, I read their lips and all that. Lip reading I did. No, you can't even do that. They are far off. Vyavahita, they are distance. So how are you able to hear what they said? How do you say that you heard whatever they said? For that he says, Vyasa prasada shrutavanimam guhyamaham param yogam yogeshwarat krishnat sakshat kathayata swayam. Vyasa prasadat shrutavan imam guhyam aham param yogam yogeshwarat krishnat sakshat kathayata swayam. Vyasa prasadat shrutavan. I heard this through the blessings of Vyasa. In the beginning itself, I said, when said Sanjaya Uvacha, I explained the story that saying Sanjaya got this boon, this blessing from Vyasa because Dhritarashtra is blind, he cannot see. And the Kantari, his wife, has bound her eyes for the sake of husband. Okay. Now, since he cannot see or she cannot see, he let Dhritarashtra do that for him. These are things which happened like that in the older days. So, why I am saying this is today all these things are of surprise to us. Now we pick up a phone, and if somebody does not have a phone, it is a surprise to what? You live without a phone? That kind of thing. So this whole thing is in a beautiful way, like a Vyasa Prasadat, through the grace of Vyasa. Imam Gushyam Param, this great secret, Param Gushyam, this is not a simple secret, this is a great secret. Aham Ashrosham, I heard. Shrutavan, I heard. Heard means what? Right. See, you got Divya Chakshu. Bhagavan said, Dadami Divya Chakshurte. I am giving you, I am blessing you with this divine eyes. But it is only divine eyes, right? No. It is divine sense organs. You should have to understand Chakshu in this sense of sense organ, not just eyes. So, and Gushyam Aham Param Yogam. I heard this great secret, which is yoga. From whom? Yogeshwarat Krishna Sakshat. From very directly from the Yogeshwara Krishna himself. When he spoke, Kathayata Swayam, that Bhagavan himself spoke that, I heard it from him. Vyasa Datta Divya Chakshushrautradi Labharupat Vyasa Prasadat Imam Param Gukhyam Yogam. So, from the Vyasa Prasada, through the grace of Vyasa, I heard this. He blessed me with this for explaining it to you. So I got this, and along with that, I got all the sense organ, divine sense organs. So through that, I am hearing all this Param Gushyam Yogam, this great absolute thing, which is yoga. Yoga Abhyavichari Hetum Samvadam. This will never fail you. That kind of yoga, this Samvadam, this dialogue between Yogeshwara Krishna and Partha. Yogeshwarat Krishnat Swayam Svena Parameshwaran Rupena Kathayatha. From the Yogeshwara himself, in his inherent state of being the Supreme Lord, I heard it from him. Sakshadeva Ham Shutavan Asmi. I heard it from him directly. Na Paramparaya iti Swabhagyam Abhinandati. Not through a tradition. I heard it directly from him. So therefore, my blessing is great, superior. Atra imam iti pullinga patha bhashyakarihi vyakhyatah. See, Bhagavan Bhashyakara has also explained this imam in masculine gender. but it should be etad in neuter gender. So that is why it is etad iti napumsalinga patasya eva yoga shabda samanidikaranine, because with the yoga is neuter gender. So etad should be used. Instead of etad, imam is what is used, and imam is what how Bhagavan Bhashyakar also commented upon. So that people understand that this imam, it is not imam with the dialogues, right? Imam with the yoga. That is how the people who comment upon the Bhagavan Bhashyakara's commentary, they say vyakhyanam idam iti tad vyakhyataraha. So the etad is what is referred to as idam by Bhagavan Bhashyakara. That is how the other commentators explain. Rajan sansprushya samvadam idam adbhutam Keshava Arjunayoh punyam krishyami cha muhurmuhu. Rajan संस्पृश्य संवादमें अद्भुतं केशवार्जुनयोः पुण्यं कृष्यामि च मुहुर्मुहुः. हे किंग, हे राजन, संस्मृत्य reminding again and again, remembering it, संवादमिमं idam adbhutam, this great, this surprising thing, this beautiful dialogue between these two people of Keshava and Arjuna, Krishna and this Arjuna, punyam, which bestows punya, and which takes place only when you have punya, because this is Vedanta. Understand this. I keep repeating again and again. Only when you have Vedanta, you will be able to listen to these things. See, I keep repeating again and again. It is not that because I lack hearers or students. No, I don't care about that. But the point is, how many people are able to hear this Vedanta? How many people? So even though people know this kind of thing happens, this kind of thing is happening, they don't find time or interest or things. They have so many obstacles. Only when you have punya, your obstacles will be removed. The papa will come in one form or other. Does not really matter. You will have one excuse or other to not listen to Vedanta. Why? Because of your papa. So punya you should have to have, and this fellow had that great punya to not just listen, but to listen directly from these people. So krishyami cha muhurmu. Therefore I am very happy. I'm enjoying it again and again. Punyam shravanena api sarva papaharam. Even when listening, it destroys all the papas. That is the kind of Vedanta, the power of Vedanta. Keshavarjunayoh imam samvadam adbhutam. This dialogue, this discussion between the Keshava and Arjuna, Krishna and Arjuna, this discussion is something which is very supreme. In here he says, samsmritya muhurmuhu hrishyami, etc. Adbhutam, he is repeating. In Panchadashi, the final chapter, aho bhagyam, like that, he will keep on repeating aho. And in Taittiriya Upanishad, this fellow goes on to sing Samagana. Ha, go, oh, ahamannam. He goes on to sing this Samagana. Why? Because he does not know what to do. He has gone completely crazy. So that is what muhu hrishyami. Again and again, I am gaining this happiness. Sarvabharam Keshavarjuna imam samvadam adbhutam na kevalam shrutavanasmi kintu samsmritya sambhrame durki. Not just I heard. That if you say I heard, it is over. But I keep rejoicing it again and again, remembering it. Because of that great surprise, he's totally in zapped, in awe. Therefore, he is repeating even without knowing that he is repeating. Muhurmuhu varam hrishyami cha harsham prapnomi. I am just gaining happiness again and again. Pratikshanam romanchito bhavameti. And my horripilations, there is no end to my horripilations. I am having this horripilations again and again and again and again. Yad virad rupam rupakyam saganam rupam arjunaya dhyanartham bhagavan darshayamasa tad idanim anusandhanaha aha. So this great thing, this great form of Virat, this huge form of having the whole world in him, that which he showed to Arjuna for the sake of meditation, Bhagavan which he showed to him, that because of this great power which was bestowed by Vyasa, I also saw. So that also is another reason for me being happy. So that he says, imam sam anusandhanaha aha. Remembering that he says, tacha samsmurtya rupam adhyatputam harehe vismayo he maha me mahan rajan hrishyami cha punah punah. Tacha samsmurtya, and again remembering that means that form. Rupam, tacha rupam, remembering again and again that form, adyadbhutam. It's not just adbhuta, it's adyadbhuta. It is very supreme, very great, very surprising. Harehe of Hari, Vismayo me mahan. Rajan, Raja, O king, I'm completely in awe. I'm awestruck. So therefore, Krishyami cha punah punah, and I am again and again laughing, happy. Taditi Vishwarupam, he Rajan mama mahan Vishmayo ata eva hrishyami chaham. This is great surprise to me. That is why I am very happy. Spashtamanya. The rest are all very easy. So, एवं च सति स्वपुत्रे विजयादि संभावनां परित्यज्य इत्याह. So in this situation, I was remembering, see, in Tamil class I said some examples. I am just trying to see where I connected it. The idea, the story is attitude with respect to the attitude I was explaining about the different periods, different kind of things which we hear, the Divya Chakshu, etc. With reference to that, the different kind of things which we hear from different situations, in different situations, like during our grandmother's time, there was a movie recently in which this young boy with his girlfriend, they become pregnant, and the parents also become pregnant. That becomes a surprising thing. It's a shame for this boy. Now, in olden days, this is a very common thing. There is nothing surprise in this. Okay, so surprise changes according to the situation and time. Now, this Western idea of the Western psychologists, they keep repeating, you have to convey your love. They have to say, I love you, and they have to touch. It's not, this physical touch is not something which is sexual or sensual in nature. It is just a natural touch. So all these they prescribe. But in olden days, these people would have not even met each other. They would have not even seen, properly spoke to. So the lady is there. She bore his child, and she is serving in his house, etc. But still, she may not know what he is and who he is. That kind of thing it was in the olden days. Like there was this Satya Kama and Jabala. There is the story of this two people in Upanishad. So this Satya Kama, he is a young boy. He wants to go to study in a Gurukula, but the Gurukula people only accept the Brahmin boys. So he goes to his mother and asks, tell me, who is my father and what is his thing. So the thing is, Jabala, her name is Jabala, mother's name is Jabala. She works in a dormitory, which it's a you cannot call it it's a lodging system by the king. Okay, anyone can come in and stay and go. And Jabala's husband used to take care of that. And during this period, she didn't have enough time to ask who and how he is and what he is, etc. So she does not know the gotra and all, the tradition, the lineage, etc. So she just tells her son, go to your guru and tell him, you are Satyakama and you are son of Jabala. Just tell him you don't know. Because in others misinterpret this idea, saying she was in a lodge and in that lodging, she does not know who her husband, who the father of the child is. So they make her a cheap woman. So Bhagavan Bhashyakara in his commentary very clearly establishes this, because when he goes to this boy, he goes to the guru, he says very clearly, I don't know my father's name and all that. My mother told me. I asked my mother, she said to say this. So I am saying this, that's all. My name is Satyakama and my mother's name is Jabala. That's all. So the guru says, only a Brahmin has the strength to speak the truth, and since you speak the truth, you are a Brahmin. And based on that, Bhagavan Bhashyakara says he is from a tradition, and the guru is not talking out of just some idea, but he knows what he's speaking, and he is just reiterating that he is a Brahmin. That's all, and he teaches him. So the idea is that attitude is what is important, and he saw that attitude in this boy. So he taught him. So that attitude is very important, and with that attitude, this fellow went and he understood the truth. So evam sati. In this situation, Soputre with okay. Now the story is over. I'm gaining happiness again and again and again and again. He says that. Okay. Now what? Next what? So what next is the question. Evam chasati, in this situation, Soputre Bejayadi Sambhavanam Parityajaityah. So in this situation, give up the idea of victory of your sons, etc. Just give it up. You have there is no possibility for your son to gain victory. Call him. Pick up the phone, call him, or send a messenger. Send a messenger and tell him, stop. Come to a compromise, make a deal. That is what he says. Why? Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha, Tatra Shir Vijayo Bhutihi, Dhruvani Tirmatirmama. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha, Tatra Shir Vijayo Bhutihi, Dhruvani Tirmatirmama. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha, Tatra Shrihi Vijayah Bhutihi Dhruva Nitihi Matirmama. So he says, Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, wherever this Yogeshwara Krishna is, Yatra Dhanurdharaha Partha, and wherever this Partha, this son of Prithu, this Arjuna, who wields this bow, is, Tatra, there, Shri, wealth, Vijaya, victory, Bhutihi, great name and fame, Dhruva, definite, is definite. There is no choice there. Nitihi, this is the logic. Matirmama, and this is my conclusion. So remember this and make a deal with them. Tell your son to make a deal with them. Iti Shri Mahabharata Shatasahasrayam Samhitayam Vayyasikhyam Bhishma Parvane Shrimat Bhagavad-gītās Upanishadsu Brahma-vidyāyām Yoga-shāstrē Shri Krishna-Arjuna Samvādē Sannyāsa Yogo Nama Ashtadashodhyāyah. So we come to the end of 18th chapter. Yatra means Yasmin Yudhishthira Pakshe, in which Yudhishthira Paksha, in the side of Yudhishthira, Yogeshwaraha Sarva Yoga Siddhinam Ishwaraha Sarvajnaha Sarvashakti Shakti. The omniscient, omnipotent Ishvara, one who is the master of all the siddhis, accomplishments, miracles. So that Ishvara, that God, in whichever side he is, Bhagavan Krishna. Bhagavan Krishna means Krishna. What does Krishna means? Bhakta Dukkha Karshanaha. One who robs away the sorrows of the disciples, of the devotees. That Krishna Tishtati exists. And who is he? Narayana. He is definitely that Narayana. Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha, Yatra Gandiva Dhanvaha, Tishtati Arjuna Naraha. And in whichever side this Arjuna, who has this Gandiva is the name of the bow, with that Gandiva bow, whichever side Arjuna stays, Arjuna is a Nara. There are two people represented here, Nara and Narayana. Nara is Arjuna and Narayana is Vishnu. Because this is the tradition. These two people, they in every birth they come as Nara and Narayana in different forms. You can, if you have an option, a blessing to go to this place called Badrinath, just opened yesterday. So every year they open it only for 6 months. So there are two hills called Nara and Narayana. They say when these two hills get destroyed, then the creation gets destroyed. Something like that. They have a story. The whole Uttarakhand or the whole creation gets destroyed. I was wondering how can they get destroyed? It's a hill, right? Now, after reading this story about this place called Joshi Mat, which is 40 kilometers before, the hill is just collapsing because they are doing some project of current harvesting. They are there through water, etc. So because of that, they are building a dam and all that. So the whole hill mountain, it just collapsed. So it is possible. Anything is possible now. So when that happens, then he says, Nara Narayana Adhisthite Tasmin, when these people, Nara and Narayana, are there in whichever side, when they are ruling in whichever side, when they are sided with whichever people, Yudhishthira Paksha, in that Yudhishthira side, Shri means Rajya Lakshmi, the wealth of a kingdom. Vijaya Shatru Parajaya Nimittaha, victory which is because of the defeat of the opponents. Utkarasha Bhuti, the greatness, the name and fame which is Bhuti. Uttarotram Rajya Lakshmiyaha Vivruddhi, and with meaning gaining more and more kingdom, because he is not going to gain victory only over this Duryodhana. He is going to go further, and they are going to conquer the whole of the creation. So therefore, whichever side they are, these things are definitive. Dhruva. Avashyam bhaviniti sarvatra anvaya. They are definitive. There is no doubt regarding that. Nitihi nayaha. This is the technique. This is the idea. Evam mama matihi nishchaya. This is my determination. Tasma, therefore, Vrita Putra Vijayasham Tyaktva, therefore, give up this desire, useless desire of your son gaining the victory. Bhagat Anugrihitaihi, Lakshmi Vijayadi Bhagbihi, Pandavaihi, Saha Sandhireva Vijayatam iti Avipraya. Therefore, make some deal with these Pandavas who are blessed with the grace of Ishvara, Bhagavan himself, and the wealth and victory, etc. Through that grace they already have. Therefore, make some deal with them, make some compromise with them. Sandhireva means some compromise. Okay. Now, Vamshi Vibhushita Karannavaniradavat Pitambara Darunabimba Falodharostat Purnendu Sundaramukadar Vindanetrat Krishnat Param Kimapi Tattamaham Najane. It is this song is sung everywhere, and I said in the middle also, 6th chapter end also somewhere he said, 6th chapter end or the 7th chapter beginning somewhere he said this. Bamshi Vibhushita Karan. Bamshi means the flute, bamboo. Bamshi means bamboo bags, basically. The flute, bamboo flute. Vibhushita Karan, one whose hand is decorated with this bamboo flute. Nava Nirada Abhat. Nava means new. Nira means water. The means that, the Dadati, that holds. The clouds which hold the new water bound clouds, which means that color, Abhat, that shine, that color is dark blue or dark black. Pita Ambarat. Pita Ambarat means, Pita means yellow. Ambara means cloth. One who wears yellow cloth. Aruna Bimba Phalodhara Ostad. Aruna Bimba Phala, which is a red fruit. Like that, his lips are. One whose lips are very red. Purnendu Sundara Mukhat, and whose face is like the full moon. Purna Indu. Indu means moon. One whose face is like full moon. Aravinda Netrat. Netra means eye. Aravinda means lotus. Lotus like eyes. Krishna, from that Krishna. Param kimapi tattvam aham na jane. I don't know any other supreme truth than that Krishna. I explained why the reason is and what the reason is, how to understand, how to interpret this. Kandatrayatmakam shastram Gitaksham yena nirmitam Adimadhyamante antashatkeshu tasmai bhagavate namaha. Tasmai bhagavate namaha. I salute that Bhagavan. Why? Yena nirmitam, because Gitaksham Shastram Yena nirmitam, one who created this Gita, this Shastra called Gita, in which way? Adi Madhya Shatkeshu, in the first six, in this middle six, and in the last six, Kanda Trayatmakam. He established the three Kandas, the three canto. One is this set. Kanda means a set or canto. The first is the Karma Kanda. The second is the Upasana Kanda, and the third is the Jnana Kanda. So first six chapter Karma, second six chapter Upasana, and the third six chapter is Jnana. In this way, one who created this text, to that Krishna my salutations are. Shri Govinda Mukharavinda Madhuna Mishtam Mahabharate Gitaksham Paramam Rahasyam Rishina Vyasena Vikshyapitam. That which nectar or that which honey which flew, which came from the lips of Govinda, which is imbibed in this text called Mahabharata, called Gita. This supreme text, supreme secret, is presented by the great rishi called Vyasa. Vyakyatam Bhagavadpadai Pratipadam Shri Shankarakshaihi Punaha Vispashtam Madhusudanena Munina Swajnana Vishuddhyai Kritam. Bhagavadpadai Vyakyatam Pratipadam Vyakyatam, and Bhagavan Bhashyakara Shri Shankaracharya Shri Shankarakshaihi Bhagavadpadaihi. The Shankaracharya, Bhagavan Bhashyakara, Bhagavadpada, he has written a commentary on each word of that. Then why? What are you doing? Punaha Vispashtam, and I am writing it again to make things clear. Who is writing? Munina Madhusudanena. It is written by Muni Madhusudana. Why are you writing? Swajnana Shuddhyai Kritam, for the sake of the purity of my heart, for my knowledge. That is why we keep repeating again and again. Read, write, always listen to this. Keep repeating it again and again till you don't gain the knowledge. You have to repeat it again and again. There's no choice here. Okay? Iha yo asti vimohayan mana paramananda ghana sanatana gunadosha bhrutyesha eva nas trinatulyo yadayam swayam janaha. Now this is another beautiful thing. Iha yo asti vimohen. Okay, you call yourself Madhusudana Muni. You are some little egotistical rascal, right? So he says, no. No, what kind of text will he have written? I know this Madhusudana. I know you people will think about like me, like that. But iha yo asti vimohayan manaha Bhagavan Paramananda Ganaha, this absolute knowledge bliss, this form of absolute knowledge bliss, this eternal Sanatana, this eternal self, one who confuses us by staying in the Hrudeshe Tishtat Arjuna's Tishtati, by staying in the heart cave, one who confuses everyone, that person, Gunadosha Bhrud Esha Eva Naha. For me, he is the one who is the beholder of the good and bad things. Therefore, Turastulyo Yadayam Swayam Janaha. These people, whatever they think, whether they talk great about this text or talk cheap about this text, I don't care, because they are Trina Tulya. Trina means grass, Tulya means equal. They are equivalent to grass to me. I don't care. For me, it is Bhagavan, and Bhagavan will take care of it. Whatever good or bad it is all his. Shri Rama Vishveshwara Madhavanam Prasadamasadya Maya Gurunam Vyakshyanam Vihitam Subodham Samarpitam Charana Taccharanambujeshu Shri Rama, Shri Vishveshwara, Shri Madhavanam. Am. There is a Bahuvachana. Therefore, and Guru Nam. So, there are three Gurus. Shri Rama, the great Guru. Shri Vishveshwara is the Diksha Guru, is the Guru who gave him sannyasa. And Madhava is the Madhava Saraswati, is the Guru who taught him the Vedanta. Okay. So, these three Gurus, Prasadam Asadya, by gaining their prasada, through their blessings, Maya Prasadam Asadya, Gurunam Prasadam Asadya, by me, after gaining the grace and the blessings of these Gurus, Vyakshyanam etad vihitam Subodham. This beautiful, intelligent commentary is written by me to give the right knowledge. This commentary is written by me, and that samarpitam tat charanambujeshu. That I am surrendering it on the charana ambuja. Ambuja means lotus. Charana means the feet. The lotus feet. I am surrendering this to the lotus feet of my gurus. इति श्री परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य श्री विश्वेश्वर सरस्वती श्री पाद शिष्य श्री मधुसूदन सरस्वती विरचितायां श्रीमद् भगवद गीता गूढ़ार्थ दीपिकायां संन्यास योग प्रतिपादनम नाम अष्टादशोऽध्यायः. So we come to the end of the 18th chapter also. समाप्तायं श्री मधुसूदन सरस्वती विरचिता श्रीमद् भगवद गीता गूढ़ार्थ दीपिका टीका. So he is writing that also. The commentary also comes to an end. And yesterday I told we don't conclude Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, again, Dhritarashtra uvacha Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yutsavaha Mamakah Pandavaschaiva Kimakurvata Sanjaya. So that is to keep this manana, this beautiful commentary in the form of manana. So to keep this going again and again, repeat this until we gain the knowledge. For that reason, we start it again. Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.